Good morning. I have just finished with Pumpkin and Spice. They weren't up again, they were in bed, so I didn't film any of it. So I just done their food, waters, litter tray. They're all happy. We're now getting on to our first walk of the day, so let's go get the dogs. Right, we have made it on to our first field walk today. We're at the secure field again. We're here for both walks today, just because the first lot I've got quite a big group, and then the second lot my sister paid for because obviously her dog's coming out. Yeah, let me show you who we have. So we have Jack, Win, Carson, Cookie, Benji, Marcus, Soxy, and Magic. There she is. I was about to say she's hiding somewhere. But yes, group of 8 today. Quite a big lot, but they all get on really well. And they're going to have lots of fun, and I'm sure there'll be lots of running around as well once they get going. Where the grass has been cut recently, there's loads of new smells because all the dogs are literally currently walking around with their nose on the ground, sniffing every inch of the field, trying to find stuff. Marcus is also over there sniffing. But yeah, they're all literally sniffing the field like there's things everywhere. But I think it is literally just where the grass has recently been cut, but who knows. It's quite funny. Oh, and Magic also keeps rolling and enjoying the cut grass. So far, there's not been much plays. Like Marcus tried with Cookie a minute ago, but then Cookie just kind of gave up and started sniffing the ground instead. Oh, hello, Jumpy McGee. But no, we've done our poo picks. Just got one more to pick up. Not everyone has gone yet, so I'm anticipating some more. We're just want to keep an eye on them all. But no, I think for now we're just going to have loads of sniffs on the floor. Nice chill walk. we are just having a bit of a chill in some of the shade and getting some water. It's almost the end of the walk. They've had lots of running rounds and sniffs. So yeah, I think we got about 10 minutes left, so I'll let them get their water, some shade, chilling, and then I'll get them all loaded up, get them home and get on to the next one. We have made it onto the final walk, so we've got Harlow, Diesel, Mally, Shadow and Magic. It's a bit warm now, so there's plenty of water down. I've just double checked it, so I don't know if we'll get lots of play. Probably get a little bit of play in a little bit, but I think they're going to do a lot more sniffing at the moment until they settle in. But it feels warm. The temperature isn't too hot for them, but I'll make sure they take regular breaks and get water and stuff like that. You know, the most useful thing, that's better English, about Harlow, Chino Paparino as I call him, is that when he poops in this field, no matter where he goes, it's always on the edge, and he always manages to line it up with a pole. So he's the most helpful dog going, because he can poop whilst the other dogs are pooing, and you just have to remember which pole he pooed on. And it makes it very easy. And I just want to put an appreciation out there for how Mr. Shadowman's acting. He had a bit of a sniff at Magic as she turned around and moved out the way, so he stopped. And then he had a little bit of a whiff at Mally in the end as she asked him to stop, and he instantly stopped, and they had a play instead. So they've had a few plays so far. We have just gone back to the water to refill it and let them have some. As like I said, it does feel warm. It is breezy and it's not too hot for them. I think, just like I said before, because we're so used to being rainy and miserable. What are you jumping at, Diesel? He's jumping at the post. Because we're used to it being rainy and miserable, as soon as the sun comes out a bit, it's just too hot, or it feels too hot when it's not. But I do keep an eye on the weather and the temperature, and if it does get too hot, I do cancel walks and move them to visits, and I try and then, or if not, I try and do them as early as possible. But at the moment, we're not at that level yet. I'm also planning to get a fan for my van, because at the moment it's just got a little air duct at the top. But yeah, that's coming. So I'm going to ask my mechanic guy when I take it in for an MOT in a couple of weeks' time and see whether he fits them or he knows someone that does, just so I can get that prepared for summer. So I got the little mini fans that they can have, but then also they can then have the big fan on the top. Magic has decided she wants to take a nice little chill break in the shade and roll on the grass. This is actually one of her favourite spots. You'll see her at it regularly. She loves it. She kind of makes it a little safe space, don't you? The Shadow Man's like, I'll get involved and I'll sit here too. The dogs are on a bit of an alert because there was someone that's kind of hanging around by the wall over there, like a walker, but they're kind of like peeping in through the bushes. So Mally keeps checking out and stuff. I think they're just watching the dogs as they're walking by. But yeah, they kind of stood there weirdly, like literally in the bush, so I don't know what's going on, but keep an eye. I mean, when I come in here, I always lock the gate and put the key, like lock it with the key on the inside anyway, just in case. So they're definitely locked. But yeah, maybe they are just watching the dogs, and it is just a innocent act. It just feels a bit weird because they are literally like creeping through the bushes and not stood in the normal kind of viewing spots, if you know what I mean. But we'll see. They won't get very far if they do try anyway, because half these dogs will bark at them before they even get to the gate if they notice them. But yeah. Oh, I also had to go get fuel, so I just got myself a little meal deal, so I'm going to eat my lunch whilst I watch them play. Quickly, Dee's harness has fallen off, so I'll also re-put that on for him as well. He must have slipped out of it a minute ago. We are just coming to the end of our walk now, just letting them get their drinks in and letting them have a chill time just before we get them back in. And I will also put Diesel's harness back on once he gets in the van. Oh, it's steady, Chino, you okay? I think a rock just rolled on his foot, bless him. He seems fine. You right, Chino? Yeah, he seems alright. Poor little man. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead, get them all back in and get them home. I'm not sure how long I have Shadow and Harlow for. I will message my sister because I might bring them back to my house if I'm going to have them for a bit. But yeah, we'll see. So it is now the end of the vlog. I ended up taking Shadow and Harlow home as they weren't that far from coming home. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.